First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who have taught me this truth. And a shout out to Yakim that's going out there on the four corners of the earth proclaiming this truth. Risking your lives to do so. As you know, I am in the city that still burns. Of course, I'm talking about the car fire, as this thing ain't even all the way contained. It's still only 41% contained. As we can see, though, that pretty much in no time at all, it had turned into a fire-nado, and the place had burned. Now, we do know what the prophecy says about the two witnesses coming together. That is the northern and southern kingdom coming together. That if anyone should hurt these two, they should be able to call fire down from heaven in the sight, you know, because Elijah did that. And even Moses could do that, you know. He had pretty much departed the rivers. He called upon that power. We have that gift to be able to call upon that power. As long as we're keeping law, statutes, commandments, and we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, we can call down on that power. Now, before this thing started out, well, you know that Esau pulled me over in a car that I was trying to fix up that would have been my way to and fro the San Francisco camp. And so that car pretty much, I got pulled over even though I had a temporary permit. That Edomite fucking pig said that it was no good. So I've been stressed out about it because it's like, well, shit, you know, it says it needs a catalytic converter. I don't know how I'm going to do that. So Esau was going to try to make me sell my car, right? And then this all happened. Could it be? Because, of course, you know, I was grieved, and it's like, man, I can't wait till the Lord destroys this place. And I was calling upon that power. Could that have been the result of it? You should always wonder, though, how much power do we really have? Do we limit ourselves on the things that the Most High can do? Moses had no problems calling upon that power. The same as Elijah had no problems calling upon that power. And that power is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash. You know, as long as we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, all that, we can call upon that power when we're in times of trouble. And the time of Jacob's trouble is here, you know. Again, we're seeing this. We're seeing them make their moves towards Persia, Iran, you know, by this bullshit peace talks. And we know that that's an excuse to attack Iran, to say, oh, well, you know, we couldn't come to any agreement. So he's about to make his moves against Iran. So I'm going to read out of the book of Malachi, chapter 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Yasharallah by Malachi. I have loved you, saith Yahweh. Yet you say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord Yahweh. Yet I loved Jacob. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. What's that talking about? That's when this place becomes nothing more than a ruinous heap. When this place is laid desolate. When fire comes down from the Most High. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we'll return and rebuild the desolate places. So, you know, you can see these signs everywhere, you know, that they will rebuild again. You know, they always say that after anything, right? But I gave you statistics in my previous video as to how much recovery there's been since the, you know, economic plunges. As of 2004, Reading has not seen that economic growth. And that's just statistically speaking here. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. So the Most High is against this place. And the Most High is for us, we the prophets, we the elect going out there and teaching. And your eyes shall see, and you shall say, the Lord be magnified from the border of Yasharallah. A son honoreth his father, and a servant his master. If then I be a father, where is mine honor? And if I be a master, where is my fear? Saith the Lord of hosts unto you. O priests that despise my name. Yeah, like IUIC, they despise the name. Oh, well, you know, we don't really know what his name is, even though Nate knows the name because he was in One West. But, you know, oh, we don't know upon that name. You know, you can call upon all these other names. O priests that despise my name, and you say, wherein have we despised thy name? And you offer polluted bread upon my altar, and you say, wherein have we polluted thee, and that ye say the table of the Lord is contemptible. You know, and that's just it, though. You know, IUIC's a joke. Now they're, you know, protesting, you know, and I have to laugh. It's like, well, you may as well just do a hands-off Syria thing, too, but you think that going around doing protests, you know, like this so-called white man's going to listen to you. And, oh, wait a minute, you're with the so-called white man. That's why you call him Jesus Christ, right? So you may as well just call upon Caesar Borgia, because you're still calling him by that name, that stolen identity. And you offer the blind for sacrifice. Is it not evil? And you offer the lame and sick. Is it not evil? Offer it now unto thy governor. Will he be pleased with thee, or accept thy person, saith the Lord of hosts? And now, I pray you, beseech Yahweh, that he will be gracious unto us. This hath been by your means. Will he regard your person, saith the Lord of hosts? Where is there among you that would shut the doors or not? And isn't that what IUIC is doing? Oh, you don't look black to me, so oh, you're an Edomite. Oh, you can't be an Israelite, you know, and that's what they'll say to the northern kingdom and to pretty much the confusion of faces. They'll turn them away. Neither do you kindle fire on mine altar for naught. I have no pleasure in you, saith the Lord of hosts. So he has no pleasure in IUIC, ISUPK, or any of these other black-only Israelite groups, or any of them. Because they're a joke anyways. They don't even call upon the power. You know, they might know the name, but they're not calling upon that power because they're not teaching the correct doctrine. Neither will I accept an offering at your hand. From the rising of the sun, even unto the going of the same, my name shall be great among the Gentiles. And who's that? The Hebrew Israelite foreigners. Shit, we all fall into that category. In this captivity, we weren't raised Israelite. We weren't told that we were Israelites, were we? We're Hebrew Israelite foreigners, making us Gentiles. We had to learn everything. We had to come back into remembrance, and it's the Most High himself that's bringing us back into remembrance. And when we're brought into remembrance, what are we to do? Go out here and teach. That is the call. And in every place incense shall be offered unto my name, and a pure offering for my name. There shall be great among the heathen, saith the Lord of hosts. But you have profaned it, in that you say the table of the Lord is polluted, and the fruit thereof, even his meat, is contemptible. And that's what they're doing when they say, oh, well, you can't be an Israelite because, you know, you don't have dark skin. You're not black, you know. Again, you know, I'm talking mostly about IUIC, the Sakari group, all these other fake groups, you know, that just want to put that label out there, black Hebrew Israelites. You know, so people like No Class Malone and James White and all them, all these Edomites could have a foot in the door saying that we're just black Hebrew Israelites. You know, they're with Esau 100%, these other fake groups. You also said, behold, what a weariness is it, and you have snuffed at it, saith the Lord of hosts, and you have brought that which was torn, and the lame and the sick, thus you brought an offering. Shall I accept this of your hands, saith the Lord thy power? But cursed is he, the deceiver, which hath in a flock a male and voweth, and sacrifice unto the Lord a corrupting. For I am a great king, saith the Lord of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathen. But you see, IUIC, ISUPK, all these other groups that say we're not supposed to know what the name is and all that, you have polluted it. And yet you have turned away the very people, the elect, the 1/3 that actually is going to get it. You have turned them away. Because, oh, well, they don't fit that narrative. Because you are with Esau 100%. You are even worse than Esau because you were 2/3. And 2/3 are 100% worse because of the fact that here it is, they were given the law, and yet they kept not the law. And had yet decided to depart and go with the Edomite. They sold out. And so for selling out, there's a great punishment coming. The Most High sees everything. And again, you know, when we come into remembrance as to who we were, and we repent, we call upon that power. So I ask you again, just the very cries that I had and the tears over the Aveo, You know, the fact that Esau was attacking me for no reason whatsoever, you know, he should have accepted, because I stayed at DMV for 3 or 4 hours just to get that temporary permit. And then that piece of shit fucking cop said that it was no good and gave me a fix-it ticket anyways, trying to force me to sell my car, which was my only means to get to a camp in San Francisco. So I ask you, did fire come down when I called upon that power? You be the judge of that. So I'm just telling everybody that's been repenting and is in this, call upon that power. You'd be surprised what he could do. Until then, I hope this has been edifying, and shalom and barakatah to all you out there.